What's up everybody, it's Jay here from Bearded Iron. A few weeks back I asked you guys what content you would like to see on my channel, and the resounding response was how to stay motivated, especially when trying to lose weight. Now, I'll be honest, I've been on my fitness kick now for around 5 years, and I'd have made a lot more progress if I'd have stayed consistent. But like a lot of you out there, I've fallen off the bandwagon several times and I've had to regroup, refocus and get back on it. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a few tips that I've learned along the way, and I hope they'll help you out when you need to find that motivation. The first thing we need to discuss is motivation itself. No one has an infinite supply of motivation. It will come and it will go. You know, did you eat properly? Did you have enough sleep? Are you under the weather? Are you bored of your current fitness program? All these things can affect your motivation. Just because you've woken up and you're not really feeling like hitting the gym doesn't mean that you failed. We don't need to be too hard on ourselves. This is entirely normal. What I tend to do on those days is lower my expectation a little bit. So, was I supposed to be running a 5k today but not feeling up to it? I'll go for a walk instead, and then I'll adjust my calorie intake slightly to allow for the decrease in my daily activity. If I'm really not feeling it, as in I'm ill or I'm on holiday, then I'll take a week off. 1 week off is not going to harm our progress long term. Remember, your fitness journey is not a sprint. The end goal only comes with consistency over time. You won't feel 100% motivated all the time. Accept it, don't feel guilty, regroup and carry on. Next, to help you stay motivated, is to learn as much as possible. You need to educate yourself in fitness. I currently have a 90-minute commute every day. And on my journey to work, I listen to podcasts, such as the Mind Pump Raw Fitness podcast. There's around 1,500 episodes of absolute gold when it comes to educating yourself around fitness, weight training, cardio, supplements and nutrition. I find that when I'm listening to that kind of content, it's motivating me to try the new workout they mentioned, or try that new superset that Adam Schaefer recommended. It's injecting new ideas and new motivation into my brain every time I listen. It makes me want to get home, throw on my gym clothes and go lift something heavy. But this is not an advert for that podcast. I've read hundreds of books, I've got a subscription to Men's Health magazine and I follow all the biggest YouTubers. We have access to so much content and motivation now at a touch of a button. As soon as you understand the basic principles around fitness and nutrition, you'll then understand the process around weight loss. You've got to trust the process and stay consistent. Once you've got that knowledge, you can then create a plan that specifically suits you and your goals. Now, this next one kind of contradicts the last one. I've just said that you should follow the big YouTubers and you should read all the books by the experts, which you should, and I stand by that. What you shouldn't do is compare yourself to them. Now, this is really important, Six-pack abs in 30 days, there's no such thing. Six-pack shortcuts, there's just no such thing. A juice cleanse that removes all visceral fat within 2 weeks, it just doesn't. You'll see people all over social media trying to show that their way is the best way, and look at the results that they get. When you buy into the hype and don't get the same results, it's disappointing, and once again affects your motivation. You've seen it yourself, the late night infomercials that'll sell you an electric ab belt, but the guy who's advertising it built his body in the gym and in the kitchen. He did not use a £16.99 ab belt from Amazon. It may be at a subconscious level, but we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people, and social media is the biggest problem. We see the pictures, but there's no context or information behind them. These pictures are usually taken in the right light on an empty stomach and dehydrated to make their skin look tight. Those pictures aren't real. Now, before we move on, if you're finding my content helpful, then please subscribe to the channel. The aim for this channel is to help you achieve your weight loss goals. I'm going through this journey myself and I'm nowhere near done. I know what works for me and I want to help you where I can. Next, one of the biggest tools for motivation is to track your progress. Having the hard data to look back on in relation to your exact goal is really important. It's important to track your progress in as many ways as possible. Personally, I weigh myself, measure my body fat, take progress pictures plus measurements, and I also track my resting heart rate. So having access to all this data allows us to build a picture and win the short-term battles. I may have gained a little weight this week, but my bench press has increased. I may have not lost any weight this week, but my resting heart rate decreased, which means my cardio has improved. The more data we have, the more we know exactly what's going on with our bodies, so we know if we're actually making progress or not. I hope you found something useful in this video. Motivation will come and go, but as long as we're consistent in the long run, we'll see results. Thanks for watching. Bearded Iron out.